Hi boys and girls, this is Jason delivering you the video I promised over Left 4 Dead 2's downloadable campaign called Death Sentence by Neojo. Guy made a great map. It's very difficult. So difficult in fact that I have to play it on easy just to win. It's extremely difficult on easy, and since I am playing with bots alone, these three suckers with me in the safe room, I have to play it on the easiest setting just to get through it. Now, I'm starting the recording here on the fourth map of the 5 in the campaign, because for some reason, as I try to record my gameplay, I get an error in the system and Steam shuts down the game. The game crashes anyway. So, not to mention that it'd be awfully long to watch. I could have started it on the 5th map, but I wanted to at least have some of the weaponry that would help me through the 5th map, so I wanted to start it here in the 4th one, just to make sure I collected everything that I needed. Now keep in mind, this is on easy. The bots are a bit improved. I have an add-on for them called Improved Bots Advanced. Helps out considerably when you're playing alone. I am playing on single player. I'm not playing on the multiplayer server, so you will not see anybody jump in to help me out. The drawback, of course, to playing with bots is they can't interact with things that need to be interacted with, which makes it difficult when that time comes. But I managed fairly well. Now, this is probably the 15th or 20th time I've played this map, because, like I said, I keep getting errors and have to redo it to record it. Not to mention, when I played it the first few times, I died every time. Probably the first 10. I have played with other players on the on normal difficulty, and we died every time. We couldn't pass. On normal, it's about as difficult as expert, in my opinion. As you can see, I play rather quickly, so try to follow along as I go through, and maybe this will help you when you decide to play this game, if you decide to play this map. I'm going to put a link to the downloadable campaign in the description. So for those of you who did not know, you can block the jockey and the hunter, but you have to press the block button on your mouse before or right as they're jumping. You can't do it while they're in the air. It just doesn't work for some reason, especially if they're close. I'm going to try to sneak up on this witch. You have to do it just so, because you really don't want her eyes to catch you. Because if she's angry, she'll get up a lot faster. That was close. Extremely close. I don't want to get rid of my gun because it has the fire bullets in it. And it only seems quiet, people. Don't trust anything. Neojo really did a great job at planning the spawn for special infected and common infected. And as you can see, there are already 2 witches.
Reloading.
When he developed this map, or I should say more fairly, when Neojo developed this map, it's so... The terrain and everything is so difficult to pass. There's bumps and lamps and rocks and walls and fences and everything in the way. Oh, that's grand, isn't it? I don't know what killed him. But in his creation of the map, he made it very difficult to pass, which adds to the challenge. So it's not a bad thing that you can't just run straight all the time. Sometimes there'll be something in your pathway. Makes it very, very difficult and very challenging and very enjoyable to play. We are now going into the 5th map. Poor Ellis. I already have what I need, so I'm just going to go down to the switch. You can pounce on a zombie's head and you kill them, believe it or not. Now there's a health kit in the safe room, and there's a health kit here in this garage. I'm leaving them here. I don't want to heal up just yet with those, because if I need them, I can come back to them. They're really far away, don't take me out of the action. They'll take us out of the action. Keep that in mind. Now as we go forward, look to the right, or to the center now, you'll see that tall tower. That's the first thing you want to hit to get the gas cans out of. We're on easy, and we only need 10 gas cans to fuel the boat that you see in the background. On normal, you need 16. Some people have said in the comments that you need only 13. I have not seen the 13 quantity. 10 is the lowest I've seen, and 16 is the highest that I've seen. 16 is pretty much impossible if you're playing alone. Don't play this on normal if you're playing alone. If you're an expert at Left 4 Dead 2, hey, go for it. But, you know, very few people are that expert at this game, and I find that because of the terrain, because of this tower, you know, if you don't hit this first, what happens towards the end of this campaign is you get barraged by every single special infected there is. 2 and 3 tanks at a time. You get hit by 2 or 3 smokers at a time, 2 hunters at a time. There's no way to pass. There's absolutely no way to pass. So what I've learned to do now is see, and the bots, because they're bots, they'll always jump down to save somebody, even when it's not smart to do so. So I've learned to do the tower first, because the cans are so difficult to get to. I drop them down level by level, or as far as it'll go down. And I use, as you saw, the other cans to light up the enemies that come in. I'm going to throw these over to the left of the ladder, and the other 2 cans have burned already, so now we're going to have a problem. I don't want to burn the cans that I have. Do my best to clobber this guy. I don't know how that rock hit me. Hiding behind the posts is not really helping. Now the only reason that tank went down is because it's on easy. On normal, he'd be up another minute probably.
Reloading.
You see how quickly the hordes come? That just gets faster and faster. They come faster and faster throughout the as you progress in the game. So do the tower first, because it's the most difficult. Don't do this last, you get stuck in it. Every time I did this 4 times. Got stuck in the tower every time. Do not do the tower last. Do the tower first. I can hear the hunter behind me. I'm hoping they took care of it. Now, you see I'm putting these cans forward. I'm not taking them to the boat yet. I'm going to put them as far forward as I can now. I'm going to go back here to the barn. Use this as a safety, because these cans I can throw out, burn, and they'll come back. You know, all of the cans come back to the place of origin, to their places of origin. Wham! That hurt. So that's a technique that I learned. Let the cans be your saving grace. Use them, burn them as fast as the hordes come, and light them up. Just don't burn your pile of cans. And another thing you don't want to do is pile your cans. So I don't want to take... See, I'm putting all this out there like that. I'm going to keep the fire going as long as those hordes are coming. That spun me around, eh? As long as the hordes are coming, I'm going to keep putting those cannons out there because it really helps. There's no way we can slaughter all of them coming. And they just respawn as you need them, as they burn. They'll respawn. See, here he comes the tank.
Got it.
Tank. Okay, so I'm not sure why he went to the roof. He's on the roof, or somewhere, maybe. He's burning, that's all that matters to me right now. I mean, otherwise, he'd be clobbering me. And we keep the fires going. Spitter, see, that helped out. See how they do it? Neojo has the special infected spawn as often as they can. Like double the rate. Which is why towards the end of the campaign, towards the end of this map, they spawn double, 2 at a time. It's very difficult to pass. I don't know where the tank is right now. There he is. And he'll burn up eventually. He keeps catching fire. But we're not shooting him very much, so he's not... Okay, he's gone. The reason you don't want to pile your gas cans up is because the boomer. You will notice the boomer. If I were to pile them up all into a pile, the boomer will come towards you in advance, seemingly towards you, but she will stand in the pile or near the pile of cans, so that when you shoot her, the explosion scatters them everywhere, including out into the water. And you don't get them back again. You can't fetch them. You can't. They won't respawn because they're not blown up. They're not burned. So, and I didn't try shooting them in the water once they're in the water. So maybe I should have shot them once they got in the water. If they fall, but I didn't want to go through that process here. So I'm not going to pile up those cans. You'll see her. I guarantee you, she'll do it. Always to me first, right? The fires really help. Oh, hell. Oh, damn it. Look at all the fire. Oh, God. I do not want to start this over again. Always me. I've pretty much killed everybody. Those fuel cans spread fire a lot further than the Molotovs. Okay, at least we can pass this.
All right, now I'm back. I got it.
I'm gonna heal one of these guys. There's a tank. Come on. No, no, no. No.